Yo, good evening and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there in Canada, USA, all over Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, the Lonely Nomad, misunderstood Lonely Nomad, creator, YouTuber, host with the most, the unstoppable independent podcaster and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. You're now listening, tuning in, and rocking with the 145th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast, live and direct from StreamYard, YouTube, and alongside of myself is the Instagram live feed. Um, where you can actually see the show's page on Instagram. So make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything in terms of me doing weekly podcast episodes, all right? And and speaking of which, let me say hello to the people that's in the Instagram live feed real quick. Hold on. Ty Honcho 23, and of course Robbie, aka Awesome Cookie. What's up with y'all? Um, yeah. So you missed any previous episodes, the latest episodes, if you will. Don't worry, I got you back. All you need to do is go ahead and grab that subscribe button. Tap that noti bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. And of course, and of course, make sure you leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and of course, be sure to stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, especially the ones that's been dropped, including the latest and the new ones. Make sure you catch up on all the episodes on this channel right here, G Money Stacks, where you see all the New York podcast episodes on there. All right. Um, Tell a friend to another friend, share the episodes, share the videos, and of course, I will go over the order stream platforms and the link tree stuff at the end of the show. Now I don't have any guests today, so I would have thought that they would come through, but obviously they couldn't make it, but that's okay because we're gonna wing this shit today because I got something I have to I'm going to actually say at the end of the show, so stick around for that one. All right, now we're gonna get into a little thing that I didn't get a chance to do, called mental health check-in. Yes, as far as how I'm doing mentally, physically, and spiritually, well, for me, mentally, um, to be honest with you, I almost dozed off, man, while it was raining, and especially me collecting the carts and stuff. And for the most part, physically and spiritually, I am basically, physically, I'm exhausted, but I'm here to actually record the 145th episode for you folks out there that's actually listening and watching right now. So, I appreciate you. And for new listeners and watchers in the YouTube universe that just came in, welcome to the show. And for the most part, yes, it has its ups and downs and stuff. Even though it's been windy, I've been like, kind of wet and stuff. But that's okay, man. You know, and a little thing about mental health check-in is that we have some stuff to talk about in today's mental health check-in segment. So before we even go to the transit news, I got some stuff that I need to actually, go over. It's three actually. One, we're going to be discussing dementia. We're going to be discussing seasonal depression, and we are going to be discussing the eight senses to wellness. Like I said, and basically guaranteed that I was going to actually, talk about that, and I am going to do that today. So, in honor of Mental Health Check-in Awareness Month, and even though this segment is going to be all year round, yes, let's talk seasonal depression, shall we? Um, a lot of customers I asked the past couple of days, basically, I was actually asking them how do they feel about um daylight savings time being permanent. And some people had mixed feelings, and some people had mixed feelings. Some would agree and others don't. Now, multiple times I kept hearing from customers that they talked about seasonal depression. Now, I heard of regular depression, but seasonal depression, that is something out of right field. And I don't recall learning about seasonal depression when I was taking science class over the years. So for those who may or may not know what seasonal depression is, G Money Stacks is going to fill you in today. And the rest. So here we go. Seasonal depression. Boom. All right. So, of course, seasonal depression, also called seasonal affective disorder, is a type of depression. It's triggered by the change of seasons and most commonly begins in late fall. Symptoms include feelings of sadness, lack of energy, loss of interest in usual activities, oversleeping, and weight gain. Treatments include light therapy, talk therapy, and antidepressants. Whoa. Okay, so what is seasonal affective disorder, aka seasonal depression, you ask? Of course, seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression that is triggered by a change in seasons, usually when fall starts. This seasonal depression gets worse in the late fall or early winter before ending in the summer days of spring. You can also get a mild version of SAD, known as the winter blues. Ooh, interesting. It's normal to feel a little down during colder months. You may be stuck inside and it gets dark early, but full SAD goes beyond this. It's a form of depression. Unlike the winter blues, SAD affects your daily life. Um, for those of you who may not know what SAD is seasonal affective disorder. Um, yeah, including how you feel and think. Fortunately, treatment can help you get through this challenging time. Seasonal affective disorder is also called seasonal depression, which is what I said. Um, can people get seasonal affective disorder in the summertime? You ask. Some people get a rare form of SAD called summer depression. Wait a minute here. Okay, summer depression. That's a new one. That's a new one that I never really learned in science class. Now, there's like multiple stuff that I learned in science class, but but this one right here is out of left field. So I'm gonna fill you in on that one right there too. So, all right, it starts in the late spring or early summer and ends in the fall. It's less common than the seasonal affective disorder that tends to come during winter. How common is seasonal affective disorder? About 5% of adults in the US experience SAD. It tends to start in young adulthood, usually between the ages of 18 and 30. SAD affects women more than men, though researchers aren't sure why. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. About 10% to 20% of people in America may get a mild form of the winter blues. Who is at risk for seasonal affective disorder? Seasonal affective disorder is more common in younger people and women. You are also at higher risk if you have another mood disorder, such as major depressive disorder or bipolar disorder. Um, I'll do that one. I'll do that one in a future episode, and along with schizophrenia, I guess. Um, have relatives with SAD or other forms of depression or mental health conditions such as major depression or schizophrenia. Um, um, live at latitudes far north or far south from the equator. There's less sunlight during the winter at these latitudes. Live in cloudy regions. Now we go to the symptoms and causes. So listen to this, folks. What are the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder? Seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression, according to the American Psychiatric Association. SAD is officially classified as major depressive disorder with seasonal patterns. So, if you have seasonal affective disorder, you have mood changes and symptoms of depression, including sadness, feeling depressed most of the day, almost every day, anxiety, which is the most common one that everybody, including myself, struggles with, which is listen, anxiety is an all-time struggle for everybody, not just myself. Carbohydrate cravings and weight gain, extreme fatigue and lack of energy, feelings of hopelessness and worthlessness. Sheesh. Trouble concentrating, feeling irritated and agitated. Limbs, arms, and legs that feel heavy. Loss of interest in usually pleasurable activities, including withdrawing from school activities, sleeping problems, usually oversleeping, thoughts of death or suicide, which I don't have suicide thoughts though, so I'm not gonna really, you know, discuss um myself actually. So we'll leave that at that though for another time. People who have summer SAD may experience agitation and restlessness, anxiety, decreased appetite, and weight loss. Episodes of violent behavior, the most common one. Trouble sleeping, insomnia, very common. What causes seasonal affective disorder? Researchers don't know exactly what causes seasonal depression. Lack of sunlight may trigger the condition if you are prone to getting it. The theory suggests biological clock change. When there's less sunlight, your biological clock shifts. This internal clock regulates your mood, sleep, and hormones. When it shifts, you are out of step with the daily schedule you've been used to and can't adjust to changes in daylight length. Brain chemical imbalance. Um, Yes. Someone brought somebody had brought up in episode 109 about chemical imbalance. So I'm actually going to actually and shout out to Style Lee for bringing this up. I'm actually going to actually get into this right now. I might talk about this in the future episode too as a mental health check-in topic. So you know what I'm saying. So anyway, brain chemical imbalance. Brain chemicals called neurotransmitters send communications between nerves. These chemicals include serotonin, which contributes to feelings of happiness. If you are at risk of SAD, you may already have less serotonin activity. Since sunlight helps regulate serotonin, a lack of sunlight in the winter can make the situation worse. Serotonin levels can fall further, leading to depression. Vitamin D deficiency, your serotonin levels also gets a boost from vitamin D since sunlight helps produce vitamin D. Less sun in the winter can lead to a vitamin D deficiency. That change can affect your serotonin level and your mood. Now, melatonin boost. Melatonin is a chemical that affects your sleep patterns and mood. The lack of sunlight may stimulate an overproduction of melatonin in some people. You may feel sluggish and sleepy during the winter. Hold on, let me take a sip of this tea. Stay with me. All right. Um, Negative thoughts. People with SAD often have stress, anxiety, and negative thoughts about the winter. Researchers aren't sure if these negative thoughts are a cause or effect of seasonal depression. Okay, how is seasonal affective disorder diagnosed? If you have symptoms of seasonal affective disorder, don't try to diagnose yourself. See your healthcare provider for a thorough evaluation. You may have you may have another reason for your depression. Many times seasonal affective disorder is part of a more complex mental health issue. Your provider may refer you to a psychiatrist or a psychologist. These mental health professionals will ask you about your symptoms. They'll consider your pattern of symptoms and decide if you have seasonal depression or another mood disorder. Um, Hang on a second. Um, yeah, yeah. You may need to fill out a questionnaire to determine if you have SAD. Um, what tests will I need to disagree? No, excuse me, diagnose seasonal affective disorder? There is no blood test or scan to diagnose seasonal depression. Still, your provider may recommend testing to rule out other conditions that cause similar symptoms, including testing your thyroid to make sure it's functioning properly. What are the criteria for a seasonal affective disorder diagnosis? Your provider may diagnose you with SAD if you have symptoms of major depression, depressive episodes that occur during specific seasons for at least 2 consecutive years. Damn. Depressive episodes happening more frequently during a specific season than during the rest of the year. Um, how is seasonal affective disorder treated? Your provider will talk to you about treatment options. You may need a combination of treatments, including light therapy. Bright light therapy using a special lamp can help treat SAD. Light therapy, huh? Hmm. Light therapy, huh? Not sure how that's gonna work, but let's give this a shot though, man. All right, light therapy. I don't know why, but I'm gonna give this a shot though. But who knows? Anyway, um, okay, yeah. So, cognitive behavioral therapy is a type of talk therapy. Research has shown it effectively treats SAD, producing the longest lasting effects of any treatment approach. Antidepressant medication, sometimes providers recommend medication for depression either alone or with light therapy. Spending time outdoors, getting more sunlight can help improve your symptoms. Try to get out during the day, also increase the amount of sunlight that enters your home or office. Vitamin D. Um, a vitamin D supplement may help improve your symptoms. I may have to look into that one of these days. Um, how does sunlight therapy work? To use light therapy or phototherapy, you purchase a special lamp. It has white fluorescent light tubes covered with a plastic screen to block out ultraviolet rays. The light is about 20 times brighter than regular indoor light. The intensity of light emitted should be 10,000 lux. To use phototherapy, don't look directly into the light. Your exposure to the light should be indirect. Place the lamp about 2 or 3 feet away while you read, eat, work, or do other activities. That's exactly what I did, actually. That's exactly what I did. Um, yeah, that's exactly what I did. So there you go. Yeah. What time of day should oh boy. I don't know what's going on here though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Wait. Wait. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Give me a second, folks. I'm trying to really, you know. Okay, let's just lower this. Um anyway, what type of day should I use light therapy? The time of day you use light therapy may impact how effective it is. Morning light therapy seems to work um, best. Using light therapy later. Using light therapy later. Uh, Using light therapy later in the day may cause insomnia. Many health professionals recommend 10,000 lux for 15 to 30 minutes every morning. How long will it take light therapy to work? People who use a lamp for SAD often see results within 2 to 4 days. It may take about two weeks to reach its full benefits. How long do I continue to use light therapy? Healthcare providers often recommend using light therapy throughout the entire winter. SAD symptoms can return quickly after stopping light therapy. Continuing to use um excuse me therapy can help you um feel your best throughout the season. Um is light therapy safe? Light therapy is typically safe and well tolerated, but you may need to avoid light therapy if you have diabetes or retinopathies. If you have diabetes or a retina condition, there's a potential risk of damaging the retina, the back of your eye. Take some medications, certain antibiotics and anti inflammatories can make you more sensitive to sunlight. Light therapy can then cause harm. Have bipolar disorder, bright light therapy and antidepressants can trigger hypomania and mania, uncontrolled boost in mood and energy levels. If you have bipolar disorder, let your provider know. This will play a role in your treatment plan. What are the side effects of light therapy? Of course, you may experience eye strain, fatigue, headaches, insomnia, irritability. Can I use a tanning bed instead of light therapy to treat seasonal affective disorder? Don't use tanning beds to treat SAD. Tanning beds do generate enough light, but they can cause other harm. They produce a high amount of ultraviolet rays that can hurt your skin and eyes. What type of antidepressants can help with seasonal affective disorder, you ask? Medications called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors can treat SAD. They improve your mood by regulating serotonin levels in your body. Examples of SSRIs include um, f- fluoxetine, um, escitalopram, paroxetine, sertraline, cital, citalopram. Wow. Another approved antidepressant called bupropion comes as an extended release tablet. It can prevent seasonal depression episodes if taken daily from fall to early spring. Okay, cannot prevent seasonal affective disorder. You may not be able to prevent the first episode of SAD, but once your provider has diagnosed you with seasonal depression, you can take steps to better manage it or even prevent it from coming back. Of course, use your light box. Um, Start using light therapy at the beginning of fall, before you feel SAD symptoms. Of course, get out, spend time outside every day, even if it's cloudy. Yes, today it was cloudy today, and it didn't feel like spring, so I didn't like the rain. So you know what I'm saying. But anyway, daylight can help you feel better. Yeah, I'm gonna try to actually go out next week to actually do some personal shopping. So we'll see. Depends on the day and the weather. So you know what I'm saying. Eat a well balanced diet. Even though your body may crave starchy and sweet foods, stick to nutritious choices. A healthy diet with enough vitamins and minerals can give you the proper nutrition and energy you need. Exercise. Try to get 30 minutes of exercise at least 3 times a week. Exercise relieves stress and anxiety, which can play a role in your SAD symptoms. See friends. Well, most of my friends are busy. Stay involved with your social circle and regular activities. They can provide support, provide, no, excuse me, during the winter months. Find help. Consider seeing a mental health professional who's trained in CBT. This treatment can be very effective for seasonal affective disorder. Um, Consider medications. Talk to your healthcare provider about taking an antidepressant. Medications can help if your symptoms are severe or if they continue after other treatments. In other cases, in some cases, rather, um, taking the medication before SAD begins can prevent episodes. Talk to your healthcare provider to find out if starting treatment early as a preventive measure is right for you. Um, what's the outlook for people with seasonal affective disorder? If you have seasonal affective disorder, the outlook is positive. Treatments are available for SAD. People who get the right diagnosis and combination of treatments can find relief from symptoms. Talk to your healthcare provider to figure out the treatment that will work best for you. Can seasonal affective disorder come back? People who are prone to seasonal affective disorder can get it every year, but you can take steps to prevent or lessen symptoms. Um, how long? Excuse me. How can I best take care of myself if I have seasonal affective disorder? Talk to your healthcare provider by planning ahead. You can manage your symptoms and feel your best. So, um, the do's and don'ts. Okay, so here's the do's. Stick to your treatment plan. If you have medications or a lent for SAD, use them as directed. Follow up with your healthcare provider if you don't see an improvement in your symptoms. Of course, take care of yourself. Eat a well balanced diet, get enough sleep, exercise regularly. Try to manage stress. It can be it can be challenging for a lot of people, including myself, when it comes to knuckleheads and shit. So, um, you know, it's not easy in a sense, but it's a day by day process, folks. Um, Perhaps by talking to a counselor or a therapist. Plan ahead, make a plan for what you'll do if your symptoms get worse. If you notice signs of depression, take action. It might help to plan a lot of activities during these months. Having a busy schedule keeps you from um hunkering down at home. Hunkering, I don't know. I digress on that word, man, but I'll look that up later. Start treatment early. Talk to your healthcare provider about preventive treatment. If you know your symptoms start in October, consider starting treatment in September. And here's the don'ts. Isolate yourself. Being alone can make your symptoms worse. Even though you may not feel like going out or being social, try to reach out to friends and loved ones. Of course, use alcohol or drugs. They might they might make symptoms worse. And they can interact negatively with antidepressants. When should I see my healthcare provider about seasonal affective disorder? If you think um, you have symptoms of seasonal depression or another mood disorder, you can see your healthcare provider. Your provider will want to rule out another condition or illness that may be causing these symptoms. Give me a second. All right. All right. So, when should I go to the emergency room? If you or a loved one has suicidal thoughts, get help. Call your provider. Go to an emergency room. Call 911 or call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. This national network of local crisis centers provides free confidential emotional support to people in suicidal crisis or emotional distress. It's available 24/7. Yes, that's one of the important resources that I just mentioned. So, take that, write it down on a piece of paper so you don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Um, yes. What should I ask my healthcare provider? If you have SAD, provide your provider what treatment is best for me. How can I prevent depressive depressive episodes? Will light therapy work? Should I take an antidepressant? When should I start treatment? How long should my treatment continue? What can I eat or should avoid eating to improve my symptoms? What else can I do to feel better? A note from Cleveland Clinic. Seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression, excuse me, that helps, excuse me, that happens every year during a specific season, usually winter. Symptoms can include a lack of energy and feelings of hopelessness. For, for excuse me. Fortunately, there's treatment for seasonal depression. Talk to your healthcare provider. They are there to help. And yeah, and like I said, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, once again, is 1-800 273 8255. That's one of the major important resources for people to use that have suicide thoughts and thinking about ending their life based on peer pressure, high expectations from people. And you hear cases like this you hear cases like this all the time. Like the whole thing with Chelsea Chris, for example, when I talked about the whole high functioning depression, for instance, like I didn't understand it at first, but when I researched this, I was like, man, no wonder, no wonder I didn't learn about that shit in fucking science class over the years. I never knew about this, which is crazy. But you live and you learn new stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? So good thing I did my research on that. So with that being said, I actually talked about it maybe in episode 143 or 144. No, probably 143. I'm not too sure. I would have to take a look at the episodes that I actually posted. So there you go right there. Um all right, so our next um up next is dementia. All right, so let me see how much time we got here. All right, we should be straight. So okay, dementia, the most common thing that I've been hearing about over the years. So, what is dementia, you ask? Symptoms, types, and diagnosis. Dementia is the loss of cognitive functioning, thinking, remembering, and reasoning to such an extent that it interferes with a person's daily life and activities. Some people with dementia cannot control their emotions, and their personalities may change. Dementia ranges in severity from the mildest stage, when it is just beginning to affect a person's functioning, to the most severe stage, when the person must depend completely on others for basic activities of living. Dementia is more common as people grow older. Of course, about one third of all people aged 85 or older may have some form of dementia, but it is not a normal part of aging. Many people live in their 90s and beyond without any signs of dementia. There are several different forms of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. Yes, that's another common condition that I've been hearing over the years, Alzheimer's disease. Wow. A person's symptoms can vary depending on the type. What are the signs and symptoms of dementia, you ask? Signs and symptoms of dementia result when once healthy neurons or nerve cells in the brain start working, lose connections with other brain cells, and die. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, while everyone loses some neurons as they age, people with dementia experience far greater loss. So, let's fill you folks out there that's listening and watching um about the symptoms. Of what are the signs and symptoms of dementia, you ask? So, signs and symptoms of dementia result when once healthy neurons or nerve cells in the brain start working, lose connections with other brain cells, and die. Damn. While everyone loses some neurons at as they age, people with dementia experience far greater loss. Yeah, I already read that, but the symptoms of dementia can vary and may include experiencing memory loss, poor judgment and confusion, difficulty speaking, understanding and expressing thoughts, or reading and writing, wandering and getting lost in a familiar neighborhood, trouble handling money responsibly and paying bills, repeating questions, using unusual words to refer to familiar objects, taking longer to complete normal daily tasks, losing interest in normal daily activities or events, hallucinating or experiencing delusions or paranoia, acting acting impulsively, not caring about other people's feelings, losing balance and problems with movement. People with intellectual and developmental disabilities can also develop dementia as they age. And recognizing their symptoms can be particularly difficult. It's important to consider a person's current abilities and to monitor for changes over time that could signal dementia. So, what causes dementia, you ask? The causes of Alzheimer's and related dementias can vary depending on the types of brain changes that may be taking place. While research has found that some changes in the brain are linked to certain forms of dementia, in some cases, the underlying causes are unknown. Rare genetic mutations may cause dementia in a relatively small number of people. Although there is no proven prevention, in general, leading a healthy lifestyle may help reduce risk factors that have been associated with these diseases. Okay, so what are the different types of dementia? You ask. Okay, so various disorders and factors contribute to the development of dementia. Neurodegenerative disorders result in a progressive and irreversible loss of neurons and brain functioning. Currently, there are no cures for these diseases. The five most common forms of dementia includes are Alzheimer's disease, the most common dementia diagnosis among older adults. It is caused by changes in the brain, including abnormal buildups of proteins known as amyloid plaques and tau tangles. Share this infographic and help spread the word about understanding different types of dementia. Frontal tem- temporal dementia, a rare form of dementia that tends to occur in people younger than 60. It is associated with abnormal amounts or forms of the proteins tau and TDP-43. Not sure what that is, but don't ask. Lewy body dementia, a form of dementia caused by abnormal deposits of the protein alpha synuclein called Lewy bodies. Vascular dementia is a form of dementia caused by conditions that damage blood vessels in the brain or interrupt the flow of blood and oxygen to the brain. Okay, mixed dementia, a combination of two or more types of dementia. What is mixed dementia, you ask? It is common for people with dementia to have more than one form of dementia. Of course, for example, many people with dementia have both Alzheimer's disease and vascular dementia. Um, excuse me. um, Researchers who have conducted autopsy studies have looked at the brains of people who had dementia and have suggested that most people aged 80 and older probably have mixed dementia caused by a combination of brain changes related to Alzheimer's disease, vascular disease related processes, or another condition that involves the loss of nerve cell function or structure and nerve cell death. Um, of course, called neurodegeneration. Oh my gosh. That is scary. Scientists are investigating how the underlying disease processes in mixed dementia start and influence each other. Further knowledge gains in this area will help researchers better understand these conditions and develop more personalized prevention and treatment strategies. Um, Other conditions that cause dementia like symptoms can be halted or even reversed with treatment. For example, normal pressure hydrocephalus, an abnormal buildup of cerebral spinal fluid in the brain, often resolves with treatment. In addition, medical conditions such as stress, anxiety, depression, and delirium can cause serious memory problems that resemble dementia, as can side effects of certain medicines. Researchers have also identified many other conditions that can cause dementia or dementia-like symptoms. These conditions include um, ar- ar- argyrophilic grain disease, a common late onset degenerative disease. Um, now it's Creutzfeldt Jacob disease, a rare brain disorder. Huntington's disease, the most common disease being heard for years, an inherited progressive brain disease. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Excuse me, hold on. Um, encephalopathy, encephalopathy, encephalopathy. Here we go. All right. Caused by repeated traumatic brain injury. HIV associated dementia, a rare disease that occurs when the HIV virus spreads to the brain. The overlap in symptoms of various dementias can make it difficult to get an accurate diagnosis, but a proper diagnosis is important to get the best treatment. How is dementia diagnosed, you ask? To diagnose dementia, doctors first assesses whether a person has an underlying potentially treatable. condition that may relate to cognitive difficulties. Um, a physical to measure blood pressure and other vital signs, as well as laboratory tests of blood and other fluids to check levels of various chemicals, hormones, and vitamins can help uncover or rule out possible causes of symptoms. A review of a person's medical and family history can provide important clues about risk for dementia. Typical questions might include asking about whether dementia runs in the family, how and when symptoms begin, changes in the behavior and personality, and if the person is taking certain medications that might cause or worsen symptoms. The following procedures also may be used to diagnose dementia, including cognitive and neurological tests. These tests are used to assess thinking and physical functioning. These include assessments of memory, problem solving, language skills, and math skills, as well as balance, sensory response, and reflexes. Brain scans. These tests can identify strokes, tumors, and other problems that can cause dementia. Scans also identify changes in the brain structure and function. The most common scans are computed um, tomography, uses which uses X-ray to produce images of the brain and other organs. Okay, magnetic re- um, magnetic resonance imaging is what MRI stands for, which uses magnetic fields and radio waves to produce detailed images of body structures, including tissues, organs, bones, and nerves. Position emission tomography, known as PET, which uses radiation to provide pictures of brain activity. Psychiatric evaluation. This evaluation will help determine if depression or another mental health condition is causing or contributing to a person's symptoms. Genetic tests. Some dementias are caused by a person's genes. In these cases, a genetic test can help people know if they are at risk for dementia. It is important to talk with a genetic counselor before and after getting tested, along with family members and the doctor. Blood test. It is now possible for doctors to order a blood test to measure levels of beta uh, amyloid. Hold on a second, folks. Yeah, beta amyloid, a protein that accumulates abnormally in people in Alzheimer's. And sorry about the plane passing by. Several other blood tests are in development. However, the availability of these diagnostic tests for Alzheimer's and related dementias is still limited. Early detection of symptoms is important as some causes can be treated. However, in many cases, the cause of dementia is unknown and cannot be treated. Still, obtaining an early diagnosis can help with managing the condition and planning ahead. Sometimes a person with dementia will agree to donate their brain. Brain donation helps researchers study brain disorders such as Alzheimer's disease and related dementias, which affect millions of people. By studying the brains of people who have died, researchers learn more about how types of dementia affect the brain and how we might better treat and prevent them. When donating as part of a research study or to the NIH Neurobiobank, there is no cost to the family for the donation and an autopsy report. Okay. Um. So, who can diagnose dementia? You ask. Visiting a primary care doctor is often the first step for people who are experiencing changes in thinking, movement, or behavior. However, neurologists, doctors who specialize in disorders of the brain and nervous system, are often consulted to diagnose dementia. Geriatric, geriatric psychiatrists, neuropsychologists, and geriatricians may also be able to diagnose dementia. Your doctor can help you find a specialist. If a specialist cannot be found in your community, contact the nearest medical school neurology department for a referral. A medical school hospital also may have a dementia clinic that provides expert evaluation. You can also visit the Alzheimer's Disease Research Center's directory to see if there is an NIA funded center near you. Of course, you can check out the link where it says Alzheimer's Disease Research Center's directory. So you could visit that as well. And this is on this website called www.nih.gov/health/what is dementia. Okay, to see, yeah, these centers can help with obtaining a diagnosis and medical management of conditions. Of course, um, for more information about dementia, NIA, Alzheimer's, and related dementia education and referral center, phone number is 1-800-4380-4380. That's 1-800-438-4380. And of course, you can go to the email adear at nia.nih.gov. And you can go to the website www.nia.nih.gov/Alzheimer's. The NIA um, Adair Center offers information and free print publications about Alzheimer's and related dementias for families, caregivers, and health professionals. Adair Center staff answer telephone, email, and written requests and make referrals to local and national resources. Of course, Alzheimer's.gov, www.alzheimers.gov is the website. Exploring the Alzheimers.gov portal for information and resources on Alzheimer's and related dementias from across the federal government. Of course, um, Alzheimer's Association. These are the phone numbers, which is 1-800-272-3900. And the next phone number is 1-866-403-3073. So this is the email is info@alz.org. And of course, this is yeah. So, so, you know what I'm saying? So, this is kind of important. So, I'm just going to actually And of course, up next is the eight senses to wellness. Let's see, your eight senses, right? And this is according to the sensoryhealth.org. Basic, your eight senses. So here we go. Of course, you have eight senses. Hold on, you have eight sensory systems. Okay, so the five basic sensory systems is visual, auditory, olfactory system, um, gustatory system, and tactile system. Of course, tactile system, um, vestibular system, proprioceptive system, and of course, interoception. No, hold on. Interoception. Here we go. Of course, the visual system. Of course, you have the visual system is responsible for seeing. The primary visual area of the brain is the um, occipital lobe. Projections are received from the retina, where different types of information are encoded. Types of visual information include color, shape, orientation, and motion. From the ventral stream in the occipital lobe, information projects to the temporal lobe to provide what objects are. From the dorsal stream, information goes to the parietal lobes to process where the objects are located. Oh boy. Okay, auditory system. Um, uh, the auditory system is responsible for hearing. The primary auditory cortex is located in the superior temporal gyrus of the brain. Specific sound frequencies can be mapped precisely onto the primary auditory cortex. Particular areas um, in the auditory cortex process changes in sound frequency or amplitude, while other areas process combinations of sound frequencies. The major area involved in comprehending language is located in the left hemisphere in most people. Um, olfactory olfactory system. The olfactory system is responsible for processing smell. The olfactory bulb is located in the most forward part of the brain on the bottom side of the brain. Um, excuse me, bless me, excuse me. Um, all right, wait. Yeah, and is thus necessary for a proper sense of smell. Um, Unlike the other sensory systems, the olfactory bulb has only one source of sensory input, which includes the neurons of the olfactory um, epithelium, and one output. Thus, it is assumed to be more of a filter than an associative circuit that has many inputs rather and many outputs. The olfactory bulb does receive down top down information from areas such as the a hold on a second. The Amy G. Dollar, neocortex, hippocampus, and others. It has four functions: discriminating among odors, enhancing detection of odors, filtering out many background odors, allowing higher brain areas um, related to arousal and attention to modify the detection and or the discrimination of odors. Oh boy. Um, gustatory system. The gustatory system is responsible for the sense of taste. It allows us to discriminate between safe and harmful foods. Usually, information prefers sweet and salty taste to sour or bitter taste. Detecting salt is critical to keeping a regulated and stable internal body environment. This taste is perceived positively because it facilitates reuptake of water into the blood. Since it helps survival, salt is perceived as a pleasure taste by most humans. Sour taste can be good in small quantities, but when it gets too sour, it becomes unpleasant to taste. This has occurred through evolution to protect us from eating overripe fruit, rotten meat, and other spoiled foods. Um, and dangerous because of bacteria which grows in these environments. Whew. The bitter taste is almost completely unpleasant to humans. This is because many dangerous pharmacological agents taste bitter, including caffeine, nicotine, and stri- um, str- string. Hold on a second. Stycne. Hold on, let me see if I could try to pronounce this. I'm sorry. Um, so striking. Okay, striking. Yes, striking is all right. So some bitter taste can be overcome. Note how popular Starbucks is worldwide. Also note how many medicines, when chewed, have a better, no, a bitter taste. Apparently, being interpreted by our bodies as poisons. Sweet taste signals that carbohydrates are present. Carbohydrates have a high calorie count and are desirable. Um, and in the primary um gust gustatory cortex is located near the somatopic somatotopic region for the tongue, and the insular cortex deep in the la- lateral fissure, with the secondary taste areas in the opercula. This means the location is folded deeply within the cortex, within the lateral sulcus between the temporal and frontal lobes. Um, tactile system. The tactile system is responsible for processing touch information from the body. The body sends tactile information to the somo- somatosensory somatosensory cortex through neural pathways to the spinal cord, the brainstem, and the thalamus. All right, look.
let me just go over. Let me just run these down. So number 6 is um vestibular system, and of course, you have the proprioception, and of course, you have the interoception. Now, I want to look up. I want to look up. I want to look up something actually though, and what I try to look for is the eight senses to wellness when it comes to um for mental health. So let's look this up right now. Okay. I just wait a second. I just read this, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. I want to make sure that I read the right thing. I'm not sure if I actually hold on. EA senses to wellness. Let's see if just give me a moment. I'm just trying to really figure something out here. Um wait a minute, man. A senses A senses to wellness is what I meant to say in the Google thing. I'm sorry. A senses to wellness for mental health is what I meant to say. Okay. Okay. Eight senses to wellness. Let's take a look here, man. Let's take a look here. All right. So eight senses, I say eight senses to wellness, actually, which is like the dimensions of wellness. Let me see. This is crazy. So I don't think it gives you any. Well, let's see. Well. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, now we talking here. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. All right. Let's get to this. So, the eight dimensions of wellness includes emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, and social. So, all right. So this is what we're gonna do here. So all right. So wellness refers to complete health rather than just your physical health. Wellness is not only being free of disease, illness, or stress, but also have a purpose in life. Being emotionally healthy, taking an active involvement in your work, in your leisure time, having joyful relationships, and being happy. Wellness involves all aspects of your life beyond your physical health. To enjoy fulfilled and happy lives, it is important to take care of yourself, um, well being, and to invest time in your wellness. So, wellness definitions. Oh boy. Okay, so Merriam-Webster defines wellness as the quality or state of being in good health, especially as an actively sought goal. Of course, oh Lord. The Cambridge Dictionary defines wellness as the state of being healthy, and dictionary.com says defines wellness as an approach to healthcare that emphasizes preventing illness and prolonging life as opposed to emphasizing treating diseases. And of course, there's some I'm not gonna even go there on the synonyms part, but well, actually, hold on. Wellness synonyms. Let's just get into this, man. So what are some synonyms of wellness? Some words with similar meanings are well-being, fitness, wholeness, healthiness, and soundness. Wellness encompasses the whole human being, their mind, body, and soul, and me, all of the things that make a person whole. A healthy life is the result of wellness across all aspects of life, whether emotional, physical, spiritual, or other. Integrating wellness into medical practices. Of course, more and more primary care physicians offer wellness programs to provide holistic treatment, focusing on the 8 dimensions of wellness, can increase productivity, reduce healthcare costs, and increase earning potential. Of course, 87% of millennials and Generation Zers consider wellness programs as very important. So medical practices need to integrate wellness programs to reach the majority of the current workforce. Many universities offer programs to increase college student wellness. All right. Of course, why is health and wellness important? Wellness is important because it impacts the state of your physical health. For example, research shows that people who have mental disorders or are suffering from addiction tend to die years earlier than the generation. No, excuse me, the general population. I'm sorry. Um, this is due to the negative impact of smoking, unhealthy weight, substance use, side effects, lack of access to adequate health care. People with severe mental health disorders experience diabetes, hypertension, and obesity at 1.5 to 2 times the rate of the general population. Data shows that depression can increase the risk of stroke in women, and trauma can negatively affect functioning and physical, social, emotional, and spiritual well being. For example, trauma could change the physical structure of your brain, impact your ability to communicate, affect the way that you experience emotions, impact your ability to sleep. Focusing on all 8 dimensions of wellness will help you improve the quality of life, your health, and potentially extend your lifespan. Um, I'm not even gonna go to the initiative part. I'm not even gonna go there. Um, so course, I don't know what that means. Okay, so wait a second. Okay, let me just read this. So SAMHSA stands for Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. SAMHSA has a wellness initiative that pledges to promote wellness for those who with behavioral health conditions by motivating individuals, organizations, and communities to take action and work towards improved quality of life, heart, health, and increased years of life. I'm not sure what that sound was, so I'm not sure what that is, but I'll check that out after this recording. For people who struggle with substance abuse disorders or mental health issues, many aspects of their lives might be thrown into disarray because of their physical and mental health problems. The stress of their lives prevents them from developing healthy habits. For this reason, the Wellness Initiative focuses on helping promote the wellness of those recovering on or working through substance abuse and mental health issues to overcome substance use disorders or mental health issues. It is vital to focus on the 8 dimensions of wellness aka a senses to wellness. As often substance you use can be the result of problems within other areas of a person's life. Oh boy. So emotional is coping effectively with life and creating satisfying relationships. Spiritual, expanding our sense of purpose and meaning in life. Intellectual, recognizing, creating abilities and finding ways to expand knowledge and skill. Physical, recognizing the need for physical activity, diet, sleep, nutrition. Occupational, personal satisfaction and enrichment derived from one's work. Financial, satisfaction with current and future financial situations. Environmental, good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environments that support well being. Social, developing a sense of concentration, belonging, and a well developed support system. Emotional wellness, it involves being able to cope effectively with the difficulties of life, being emotionally aware, and having healthy relationships with yourself and others. People with healthy emotional wellness are confident, have control over their feelings and behavior, and have good coping mechanisms for dealing with difficult situations. Building resiliency allows us to overcome the hurdles of life, and of course, emotional wellness includes having healthy relationships, being able to ask for help, being resilient, being aware of your feelings, expressing your feelings to people you trust, seeking support with upsetting emotions, learning your strengths, working on things you want to improve, the ability to express a wide range of emotions such as happiness, sadness, anger, joy, fear, frustration, gratitude, etc. Developing assertiveness, having a positive self image, spiritual wellness is about having a sense of purpose and meaning in life that revolves around your personal beliefs and values. Spiritual health can involve a connection with nature, self reflection, meditation, prayer, and more. Being spiritually healthy means you have strong values, a feeling of inner peace and meaning in life. Spiritual wellness includes making time for activities that enhance your sense of connection to yourself, to nature, and to others. Having a healthy relationship with nature, discovering your values, principles, and beliefs, being part of a like minded community, helping others who are in need, accepting others for who they are, having a greater purpose, exploring your personal values, searching for a meaning for your life, being aware of how your values may differ from others, religious or otherwise, spiritual activities and practices. Taking time for yourself and embracing silence and solitude. Intellectual wellness is about exercising the mind, learning new things, and expanding upon one's knowledge and skills. Being intellectually healthy can help you with mental growth, which helps with your concentration, memory, and critical thinking skills. Intellectual wellness includes using your creative abilities, exercising critical thinking skills, being a lifetime learner, engaging in books, articles, or other content that interests you. Exploring public community events, focusing on your skills and learning new ones. Being able to develop, analyze, problem solve, and more. Challenging yourself mentally, um, challenging puzzles, learning a new language, learning a new instrument, having a positive self image. Physical wellness involves eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, doing enough regular physical activity, and preventing and managing illness and health health conditions. Not being physically healthy can lead to numerous health problems or diseases. Developing a healthy lifestyle and making healthy choices will improve your overall wellness. Um, Healthy behaviors and physical wellness includes getting regular exercise, feeling comfortable with your body, seeing your doctor regularly, keeping your blood pressure at the optimal level, eating healthy foods, being aware of how sleep and stress can affect you, making your own choices about your physical health, stress reduction, developing healthy habits, seeking medical care when appropriate, seeking medical care when appropriate, being responsible with alcohol, cigarettes, and other substances, sleeping enough, taking any medications prescribed by your doctor, understanding how your body works. Environmental wellness refers to being in a nurturing and healthy environment, as well as having awareness and respect for the environment around us. The environment around you can greatly impact how you feel. For example, people who live in countries that have a lot of rain and cloudy days might suffer from seasonal depression, which I just discussed that a couple minutes ago, which will affect their emotional health, social health, spiritual health, and possibly more. Having a positive environment around you, as well as doing your part to take care of the earth, will help you to feel overall more fulfilled. Hold on a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Plane passing by. Anyway, environment wellness includes making sure your home is decluttered, spending time outside, using eco-friendly products, recycling, having a peaceful home involvement in the community, being aware of how you might contribute to pollution, environmental awareness, being aware of climate change and how human beings impact the environment. Financial wellness refers to financially um, literate, in charge of your finances, and responsible with your money. Struggling with finances and having an unsettled financial situation is a problem that can cause a lot of stress that to you and your family. Staying on top of your finances is important for improving your everyday life. Financial wellness involves maintaining a budget and monitor your spending, seeking out professional financial help if needed, exploring ways to save money, um, being financially responsible, paying bills on time, reviewing reports and bank statements, um, being financially literate, and occupational wellness. I'm not sure if there's any more of this. Occupational wellness involves having a fulfilling and enriching occupation, whether that can be professional work or academic work. A common cause of stress for many Americans is their jobs and the demands that come with it. Having a work life balance is extremely important to your overall health and wellness. First step to achieving this is having a job that you enjoy and are passionate about. It is also important to have a positive work environment and be surrounded by people who support you and your goals. Occupational wellness includes taking personal satisfaction in your occupation, having a good balance of work and leisure, learning to communicate effectively with other people, developing good work habits and job related skills, exploring career opportunities or volunteer opportunities that you are passionate about, um, setting career goals, learning mistakes and moving forward. challenging societal expectations and fighting against barriers, which barriers for women in workplace. And of course, social wellness involves having a strong support network, feeling connected to other people's, and having a sense of belonging. Feeling isolated, lonely, or disconnected, which I can relate from others, can lead to negative physical and mental health outcomes. Um, Healthy relationships we make with family and friends are essential to our well-being, both social, emotional, and spiritual. Social wellness includes take part in a club, social group, or volunteer group. Focus on maintaining social connections by keeping in touch and staying connected with others. Being able to interact with a diverse group of people, being aware of your impact in your community, understanding sex and gender roles and stereotypes surrounding them, being able to draw boundaries with yourself and others, having a strong support network of family, friends, coworkers, and peers, developing positive relationships, having good communication skills, being able to reach out to others for support and ask for help when needed. So yeah, there you have it though. There you have it. Sorry if I took the mental health check-in segment throughout the whole episode, but yeah, we're gonna try to get into some topics and stuff, man. Let me see. Let's see. I'm sorry, and I do apologize for doing this for too long. So we're gonna get into oh boy. Okay. All right, we're gonna get into. Yeah, I think I did that already. I think I did that already. Hold on. Hold on a second, folks. I'm sorry. Let me just check something. I need to check something actually. Boy. All right, let me check something. Just wait. Um. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see if I covered any topic. I didn't cover anything yet, so just bear with me. Um. All right. All right. Let's get into some. Let's get into something. I I don't have any trends and news articles to talk about today, but um let's get into chatting on the jazz, man. Um I don't have any trends and news to talk about today, but next time. So this is chatting on the jazz right here. Um yeah, our first topic has to do with, hold on a minute. Hold on, let me just get that. Um okay. So, all right, let's go to the idiot who tried to do scams. This, hold on a second. We have to talk about this, man. Hold on a second. Some idiot. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. Um. Okay, so this is according to the New York Post. So what we have here is a video game thief has been on a spree targeting people who are selling PlayStation 5 and other items through social media. The NYPD announced Saturday. Cops are seeking the man and two others in connection to at least six thefts over the last month that involved someone using an online marketplace to schedule a meetup to buy something, only to rob the would-be sellers when they show up at a chosen location. Hmm. The NYPD released stills of the main suspect in the spree, who apparently has an Air Jordan tattoo on his neck. That right there, neck tattoos, them shits usually hurt though, man. You know what I mean? The suspect has been seen arriving or leaving the locations in a dark blue Honda Accord, according to police. The thief struck twice on March 3rd, first stealing at gunpoint 1,000. You're not gonna believe this amount. $1,050 graphics card from a 29-year-old man in the Bronx, cops said. Hours later, one thief flashed a gun while a second man snagged a PlayStation from a 40-year-old victim in Queens. Simulated firearms were used in thefts of PS5s on April 3rd in Harlem and on April 8th in the Bronx. Another incident in the Bronx on April 10th had an armed robber take $6,000 worth of jewelry from a 39-year-old victim in a car, cops said. On April 12th in Manhattan, a thief allegedly stole $1,300 of camera equipment that was for sale without paying for it. No injuries were reported in the spree. Oh, Lord. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, all right, so all right. That's terrible. Um and speaking of terrible, I'm pretty sure everybody probably knows about the mask mandate that's been extended to May 31st for Broadway theaters. So this goes the announcement according to cnycentral.com. Um The announcement comes as the United States deals with a fresh COVID-19 surge, with cases rising nationally and in most states after a 2-month decline. Our intention is that by maintaining strict ordinance masking through at least the month of May, we will continue that track record of safety for all. And of course, we urge everyone to get vaccinated, said Charlotte St. Martin, president of the Broadway League, in a statement. One policy change is that Broadway theaters will soon leave vaccination checks up to theater owners. The Schubert organization, which owns 17 theaters, said it will not require proof of vaccination from patrons starting May 1st, which already passed already. The Broadway League will announce future masking protocols in May. Broadway's mask and vaccination policy has been in place since July 30th of 2021. All Broadway workers are required to be fully vaccinated. Several shows on Broadway have had to cancel performances in the past few weeks, including Plaza Suite, when both Matthew Broderick and his wife and co-star Sarah Jessica Parker contracted the virus. The musical A Strange Loop canceled its first preview performance, and Daniel Craig has been sidelined from his revival of Macbeth. Here we go. All right, so up next is um up next we need to congratulate Ludacris. We need to congratulate Ludacris, man. And reason I bring this up is because excuse me. Um so this is according to Variety right here. Um so Ludacris has been given an honorary degree on Wednesday by Georgia State University during commencement exercises at Center Park Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia on May 4th. The Bachelor of Science in Music Management was bestowed upon the noted rapper, actor, and entrepreneur whose real name is Chris Ludacris Bridges. Though the Grammy winner could easily teach an entire curriculum on the music business, considering his track record and still flourishing career. Ludacris attended Georgia State in the 1990s before signing a record deal that would launch his career in hip hop. And he said, um, wait, hold on. My time on campus sharpened my skills. Ludacris told more than 800 master's degree recipients. It gave me confidence that my path was preordained, that I was exactly where I was supposed to be, doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing. Um, though I left school, I was never gone because this institution had become a part of me, Bridges continued. It is a part of my fabric and DNA. My heart never strayed far from its steps, and my commitment to someday return and finish was ever present. Ludacris has become heavily involved in the Georgia State community in recent years. He joined the Creative Media Industries Institute in 2019 as an artist in residence, sharing with students his experiences and insights on the music and film industries. He also partnered with the College of Law on a course dissecting his career. My pledge is to continue my support of the university and to live up to its standards, Bridges said. Hopefully, I will continue to make you proud and be an example of Georgia State's determination and resilience. Wednesday's ceremony was one of several scheduled throughout the week to recognize nearly 5,300 new associate, bachelor's, master's, and doctor's degree recipients, the largest graduating class in Georgia State's history. Ludacris will next be seen in the latest installment of the Fast and the Furious franchise, which is Fast 10, which is the last movie in the franchise, which is currently filming and scheduled for release in 2023, which is next year. So I will be covering that in a new section segment of Remains to Be Seen, which will be the official segment in episode 148, which is the introduction. So stick around for that one right there. Um Yeah, so a round of applause for Ludacris, man. Yeah, well, let's make some noise. All right. All right, so let's get into all right. Where did I where did I leave off here? Um hold on a minute here. Hold on. Speaking of music news, let's get into before I get to Kendrick Lamar, let's get into Queen's Library launching a podcast documentary about Asians. Let's get into that right there. Hold on. Let's get into this right now, man. Okay, we're gonna get into this. Hang on a second. Um, Okay, what did I do with that topic? Um, okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, what we got here is okay, this is queensmemory.org, the website where you can check out the Queen's Memory is what it's called. Um, so for those of you who may not know what that is, um, Queen's Memory Podcast is the award-winning Queen's. Okay, so the award-winning Queen's Memory Podcast brings you a new 10-episode season. Our major minor voices featuring stories from Queens' diverse Asian American communities in their own voices. The season includes 8 bilingual episodes in some of the most widely spoken Asian. Excuse me. Hold on a second. Don't know why this is acting up. Hold on. Yes, yes, the season includes 8 bilingual episodes in some of the most widely spoken Asian languages in Queens. Hold on a minute. Yeah, in Queens, yes. Bangla, Hindi, Korean, Mandarin, Nepali, Tagalog, um, Tibetan, and Urdu. Each week, April between April 11th and June 6th, a new episode will premiere at live listening events happening around the borough. Scroll down to access episodes. In 2017, the Queen's Memory team began exploring how podcasting could help us participate in contemporary, local, and global conversations through the lens of personal narratives. We know that an individual's lived experience is an effective, undeniable way into the truth of complex social issues. Our first season drew entirely from our existing oral history interviews with people who settled in Queens from all over the world. Our second season recorded new interviews with Queens residents and highlighted sound and video contributions to our COVID-19 project as the Slamdemic unfolded. Each 10 episode season is an enormous education in storytelling, production techniques, and distribution. Um, of course, season 3. In this season of the Queen's Memory podcast, our major minor voices, we feature stories from our neighbors of Asian descent in Queens, New York. 1 in 4 residents of the borough identifies as Asian American. That's more than 650,000 people with roots stretching back to Asia. The stories in the third season of the podcast, our major minor voices, document the experiences of our borough's rich and diverse Asian communities in their own voices. Each episode features stories about identity and belonging from this broad array of people who have made valuable contributions through their cultural um, traditions, belief systems, and linguistic diversity, bookend by the season introduction and finale. The series includes 8 bilingual episodes representing the most widely spoken Asian languages in Queens: Bangla, Hindi, Korean, Mandarin, Nepali, Tagalog, Tibetan, and Urdu. Since the onset of the COVID-19 slamdemic, these communities have been in turmoil, already grappling with long-standing issues such as income inequality, immigration barriers, and racial stereotyping. Asian Americans now face concerns for their personal health and public safety. In this unique moment, um, we aim to document the stories of these vital communities and capture snapshots of our ever changing neighborhoods as they are now. Season three's production team includes Melody Kyle, Anna Williams, Natalie Milbrot, um, Jai Fei Yuan, Corey Choi, Meryl Agish, Tenzin Chakle, Indranil Chowhuri, um, Shradha Gale, um, Peter Gill, Stella Gu, Saima Muhammad, Trisha Mukherjee, Heidi Shin, Rosalind Tordesillas, with music by Alias Raven. This podcast has been made possible in part by the National Endowment for the Humanities. Democracy demands wisdom. The views, findings, conclusions, or recommendations expressed in this episode are those of its creators and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of National Endowment for the Humanities, Queens Library. No, excuse me, Queens Public Library, the City University of New York, or their employees. So, you can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, you could check out the podcast on last time I checked. You can check it out on Apple. You could check it out on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts, all right? And you can check out the website on queensmemory.org/podcast. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay, what else can we talk about here? What else can we talk about? Oh, we need to talk about the weird combo of coffee with lemonade and orange juice. We need to talk about this, man. I didn't forget that part, man, because we I need to laugh because this I need to laugh. I'm sorry. I need to laugh at this shit though, man. This is the most ridiculous shit. Okay, so okay, so all right, so this is according to eatthis.com. 20 bizarre beverage combinations you won't believe people drink. You've heard of rum and coke or champagne and orange juice. Of course, mimosas were invented for the weekend, right? But you probably haven't heard of these gross beverage combinations, and um that might be for the best. All these drinks are perfectly fine on their own, but some people have decided to make their own combinations and not to be great effect. Why mess with a good thing like Coke or Pepsi? Your stomach might do a few flips while reading about these gross drink combinations, but keep in mind that some people really do swear by them. Who knows? Maybe you'll be brave enough to try them out for yourself. Yeah, now this really got me. This one really got me, man. I'm like, wait a minute. This one really had me, man. I'm like, wait a minute, man. And this is nuts because who the hell decides to put coffee and orange juice? How does that mix? How does that fucking mix? I don't get it. But it is what it is, man. So so the reason why I named this episode I got the potion to put you in motion is because it has to do with these weird combinations of these um drinks. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and yeah, I do remember the ludicrous lyric from his song Potion. So yo, anyway, so adding butter to your coffee is weird enough, but combining orange juice and coffee is really out there. At Infusion Coffee and Tea in Temp, Arizona, though a coffee orange juice combination is on the menu. Oh man, as um S- Spraj. What? Oh my gosh, Spraj. Hold on a second. Spraj. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll ever try that shit though. The Phoenix New Times described the taste as strangely, and I mean strangely neutral, which doesn't exactly sound like a winning review. And of course, obviously, the Coke and red wine. Move over rum and Coke. There's a new alcoholic beverage vying for a partnership with the fan favorite soft drink. The Spanish drink um Cali Cali Matzo is a mix of Coca-Cola and red wine, and apparently cheap wine. Cheap wine at that. Um you wouldn't want to waste your finest bottle of Cabernet on a soda mixture, would you? Um, of course not. Of course not. Um, HuffPost reports that the combination has been popular in Spain since the 70s, so it must not be that bad. Yeah, right. Considering its decades long staying power and compared with coffee and orange juice, the mixture doesn't sound half bad. Pepsi and milk. Where Laverne is surely onto something, or is this combination just plain gross? Apparently, the unusual combination isn't just the stuff of TV legend, pop sugar, uh, compared the milk and Pepsi combination to a melted root beer float, which doesn't sound too weird. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all that shit's gonna make you run to the damn bathroom. For some reason, though, adding ice cream to a soft drink doesn't seem as strange as adding regular milk to the mix. I'm gonna save that Dana White story for another future episode in terms of the fucking pizza ice cream debacle. Like, what the hell? Like, who in the flying fucking hell decide to mix pizza, which is greasy, with ice cream, which is dairy? What? Yo, look, man. Look, man. I know somebody's been saying that I'm like, making fun of people and shit like that. But come on, man. Look, I don't have time to be fucking messing around with hypersensitive motherfuckers, man, who do weird shit. And it's not my fault that they do weird shit all the time. It's not my fault they end up making an ass out of themselves. It's not my fault, man. Like, don't fucking blame me for your shit,
Okay? Just don't.
Like it, like this is not cool, man. Don't do that, man. Seriously.
If you don't like it, then move the fuck on, man. I'm not here to please anybody. Yeah, I'm not here to please nobody, man. I'm just here to do what I can as a content creator to actually, make each episode fun, man. Not just this depressing shit that's going on, man. Okay? Look, some you have to find a balance, but you have to find a balance between serious versus funny. And that's what I've been doing. Finding the balance between the two. And if I could do that, why can't you? That's the question.
Um, okay, so now that I got that thought out the way, so
This is just food for thought, folks.
food for thought. So there you go. Um Okay, for some reason though, adding ice cream to yeah, I already read that part. So Pepsi isn't the only soda people swear by adding milk to either. Pakistani author Saba um Imtiaz wrote about the joys of combining 7 Up and milk in an Easter essay about breaking the Ramadan fast. What?
Oh shit.
If you had a soda float before, this drink combination doesn't sound so strange after all. Oh man. Coke and coffee? Coke and coffee? Oh my gosh, man. Really, that's just gonna make you fall flat on your face if you actually do some shit like that, though. Okay. Oh, oh man. Oh shit. This is fucking laughable, folks. I'm sorry, man, but I need to laugh, man, because look, look, man, look, look, look here. You don't want to see your host being depressed while on the air, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, and like I said before, man, I don't care for hypersensitive motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the time or the energy to actually cater to these motherfuckers, and I'm not here to please motherfuckers. Okay, so so just so just you know you know just just fucking like move the fuck on, man. You don't have to like the things that I say, but at the same time, I'm just doing my duty as a content creator and stuff like that to not only make myself happy because this is like therapy for me and it's therapeutic for me. That's why I laugh. That's why I'm a laughaholic, folks. I like to laugh because I don't want to be depressed and having suicidal thoughts, man. And for somebody to say that I'm actually making fun, no, it's not about making fun. It's just people do weird shit. Okay? People do weird shit all the time. You can't tell me you never had any friends that do weird shit when it comes to drinks and desserts and shit. Like, come on. Let me continue this shit, man. All right, so okay, so yeah, so you won't need to add a spoonful of sugar to your morning brew with this inventive combination. Extra extra crispy, called the combination of Coke and coffee strangely delicious, suggesting that drinkers pour soda into a shot of espresso. Think of think of it as a red eye drink, but with Coca-Cola. Nope. I'm not trying that shit, man. Then you have Coke and lemonade at number 5. Forget the classic Arnold Palmer. Some fans have moved on to a carbonated version. One Sam's Club visitor called the combination delicious, and there's a Reddit thread devoted to the proper name of a half diet Coke, half lemonade mixture, so it seems to be something a good number of people have tried. The combination seems to have been born out of sheer curiosity at the soda fountain, and it sounds like this is one unusual combination that usually works. And of course, number 6, iced coffee and lemonade. Oh Lord. Really though? Really though? Really though? Another inventive take on the um Arnold Palmer is apparently such a popular combination that Starbucks has its own iced coffee lemonade iced coffee lemonade recipe, and as Eater reported. Eater, oh shit. Um Plenty of other coffee shops in the United States and Sweden sell coffee lemonade. It sounds a little weird at first, but if you love lemon, why not add it into whatever you can? Grapefruit soda and espresso. Number 7, Sarah Karnasiewicz wrote in Real Simple that she tried this combination at a local coffee shop, the Daily, while visiting Charleston, South Carolina. Syrup maker Monin also has a recipe for a take on the drink, which is called sparkling grapefruit espresso. If you don't mind the buzz, no, excuse me, if you don't mind the fizz, this could be a tasty way to add a bit of sweetness and tartness to your coffee. Well, I don't know about all that though, but it's a little strange. It's a little strange and kind of it's a little strange and kind of funny at the same time though, man. So number 8, cold brew and tonic water. If grapefruit soda and espresso are a little too much, start slow by mixing the carbonated water into your coffee. Cold brew and tonic water is a pretty easy combination to master at home, and you don't have to deal with adjusting to sweet levels as with many of the other combinations on this list. LaCroix, devotees, you might love this unconventional way to add more fizz into your drink rotation. Hell no. Hell the fuck no, man. Oh my gosh. Beer and Sprite, number 9. This is probably, oh my gosh. This is a this this is a popular combination in Germany, according to Wishful Chef, and the drink is known as a Radler. The blog explains that, as legend has it, a German bar owner in the 20s diluted his beer with lemonade to accommodate a large group of cyclists. Today, Germans keep up the tradition with Sprite's lemon lime flavor. Okay, hold on a second. How much time we got here? All right, so beer and Coke. Oh man, BuzzFeed called this German trend deeply troubling. You think? Which is probably how most people would see this combination. It doesn't look entirely appetizing in the photos. The cola beer is apparently popular, pretty popular. Oh gosh, milk chocolate, milk chocolate and vodka. Oh my gosh. Oh man, the childhood treat gets a very adult upgrade with this unusual combination. There are a number of recipes that involve combining the two drinks online, like this one for a chocolate milk martini. Oh gosh, really? The Jagger and Mayo. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. This is the oh my gosh. Okay, this is crazy, man. This gross sounding combination has made plenty of lists of the most disgusting shots, and it's not hard to see why. Fox News calls this the smoker's cough. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, the smoker's cough, and that name alone will probably turn you off from giving this drink a try. Oh my god. Bailey's lime Bailey's lime juice. Oh my gosh. This drink is known um this drink is known colo quish hold on. Um Calo Kaloki Ali. Kaloki Ali. Okay, Kaloki Ali as the cement mixer. Wait, what? The cement mixer? Really? Which probably doesn't sound like the most delicious thing to order at a bar. No, thank you. The combination of citrus and dairy, along with the competing textures of the lime juice and Bailey's, are enough to make anyone gag after this shot. Uh, Diet Mr. Pibb and Minute Maid Light number 14. Oh boy. Series each tries a bunch of combinations from a Coca-Cola freestyle machine, and this is one of the weirdest ones they came up with. They swear it's good though. According to the outlet, combining the light lemonade with the diet Mr. Pibb creates a drink that tastes surprisingly like a lemonade iced tea blend. Fireball and cream soda. Oh Lord. Yeah, this unlikely combination is apparently what goes into cinnamon roll shooters, but we wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to dilute the whiskey with with cream soda. It doesn't sound like a combination for the faint of heart. Oh Lord. Vodka and Diet Coke. This unusual pairing entered the mainstream conversation in 2017 and when Taylor Swift shared the vogue that she loves combining vodka and Diet Coke. It's important to note that Swift was a Diet Coke ambassador at the time, so it's possible that played into her statement. Still, there are likely plenty of Swifters who gave the combination a try thanks to the singer's suggestion. Fireball and orange juice. To be fair, this sounds marginally better than Fireball and cream soda. Yeah. Although neither sounds great. But Rachel Ray's firecracker cocktail includes both Fireball whiskey and orange juice, so maybe it's worth giving the combination a try. Well, if that's Rachel Ray's invention, then so be it. I mean, many people would try it, so go ahead. Go ahead and take a shot of that drink. Okay, so number 18, Kahlua and Coke. Oh, I don't know what that is, but wait, coffee liquor? Wait, now that we know people are combining Coke and coffee, it's not a total surprise that there are so devotees of mixing Coke in with the coffee flavored liquor. Creating a Kahlua and Coke ice cream float seems to be a popular way of pairing the two items, and it sounds unexpectedly delicious. Ah, boy, I don't know. Not me. Okay, number 19, Coke and Orange Fanta. In Germany, there's a soda called Mezzo Mix produced by the Coca Cola Company that combines Coke and orange flavor because there's no similar offering in the United States, just the Coke orange vanilla flavor. Some fans have taken to combining Coke and orange Fanta soda, which isn't exactly the same thing, but it does give that orange Coke flavor couple. Oh shit. Oh man, vodka, Tabasco sauce, and oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's gonna make you crash and burn, man, and all that other shit, man. Yo, we're sorry to inform you that this exists, but the combination is called a tapeworm shot. What in the flying hell? Yes, because the mayo squeeze looks like a tapeworm floating in the drink. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not yummy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is crazy though, man. Okay, more content from drink this, not that, blah blah blah. I'm not even gonna. All right, so this is from eatthis.com. Gross drink combinations. Okay, that was the most funniest shit that I ever heard in my life. Yo. Okay. Um okay, let's get to what else can we talk about in this episode right here? Let's talk let me see. Yeah, let's talk Kendrick Lamar. Hold on a second. Let's talk Kendrick Lamar. Best R&B and hip hop songs of 2022. So let's get to Kendrick Lamar. Here we go. All right, so I'm trying to speed this up because it's almost 1 in the morning, but um, I'm gonna keep doing this until I actually get to all the topics. So Kendrick Lamar's highly anticipated project, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, could be releasing a double album, updating the updating his Oklahoma website with a black colored folder icon entitled Master. The artist uploaded a photo of what seems like a book bearing his name and the album title, along with two master copy CDs individually labeled steppers. And hold on a second. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on. House steppers. Um yeah, steppers. Come on, man. Come on. I don't got time for this. Okay, steppers and morale. K. Dot did not confirm whether the speculations of the double album. Hold on a second. Yeah, double album or the book were correct. However, leaving fans to wait for either an official announcement or the release date. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is Lamar's first album since 2017's Damn, and will mark his last release with Top Dog Entertainment. Label president Punch Henderson previously addressed the artist's departure from TDE. It's been almost 20 years, so it's time to move on and try new things and venture out. He's doing a great job developing Baby King. It's always been there, but now it's just time and space where he can actually do it. It's a beautiful thing to watch because that's something that started with what we built in the beginning to see it blossom. It's a full circle movement. Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers drops May 13th, which is next week. So, you you folks out there who are music lovers, hip hop and stuff, you can check out his album when it comes out on streaming platforms, Spotify, music apps, wherever you get your music from. All right. So let's get to let's get to the let's get into the R&B stuff. Hold up. The R&B shit though. Hold on a second. Wait a minute here. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's get to the thing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right here. So, best R&B songs of 2022 so far. So here we go. So with absolute madness occurring in the world on what seems like a daily basis, fans are most likely needing some comfort music. No genre is more comforting to listen to than R&B. While there haven't been too many mainstream releases, there have been some amazing songs recently from Hip Hop DX, Rising Star veteran Blast, um, Joyce Rice, Daniel Caesar, and more. Struggling to find a list of the hip hop albums uh, that have been shifting the culture. Take a look at our list for hip hop, rap, and R&B to get a complete survey of the projects that are dictating the conversation within hip hop. Hold on a second, man. So, of course, No Love, Summer Walker featuring SZA and Cardi B. Born Again. Hold on a minute. Born Again. Cruel Santino featuring Amare. What the hell? Cruel Santino? Okay, hold on. Cruel Santino makes music that lives for the sunshine. His blend of hip hip hop, R&B, and pop dancehall, and a host of other genres evokes the image of spring flings, summer cookouts, vodka lemonades in the park, and boozy brunches at an overcrowded rooftop. Born Again was made for portable cheap sneakers and blunt rotations on the lawn. Santee echoing auto-tuned vocals sound sun-kissed as the subtle guitar riff rings across the track. Um, Emery breaks up the pleasantries with the high-pitched baby voice Carti-esque verse. Um, Spinning the heads of listeners with fast-paced flow and hopping in and out of Spanish with ease. The song fading out is like when the sun sets over top the mountains. It's a beautiful but sad. But unlike the sunset, listeners can rewind the track, making Born Again a staple for the Spring Fever playlist all the way until the temperatures inevitably drop. Blast, never wrong, never was wrong. Ice T, Joyce Rice featuring K Trenda. Um, You Deserve remix. Femi It Forward, featuring Ombre and Six Lack, whatever. Six Lack takes the reins over the one and only verse on Femi It Forward's What You Deserve remix, adding a masculine undertone to the force. No, excuse me, to the once big Femi energy track. One only stumbles across a layered remix like this every now and again. A continuality of vibes rather than a distracting remake. The track's simple verse, chorus layout is apt for low on time listeners, but will leave the same wanting its soft cymbals and bongo taps to go on, not to mention Ombre and Six Lacks chemistry through vocals that bend and break at the most brain pleasing times. Um, we got Try Peace, Tiana Major 9, Cyber Sid featuring Lucky Day. Please do not lean. Daniel Caesar featuring Bad Not Good. Letter to Your Ex, Mahalia. Happy Hour, Buddy featuring T Pain. Um, NWA Lucky Day featuring Lil Durk. We have Love Train, Silk Sonic. Um, let's take a look at this. So, Los Angeles-based singer Lucky Day has been quietly making waves in contemporary R&B for a few years now. His 2021 album Table for Two was one of the year's best, and it appears his foot is on the gas. NWA featuring Lil Durk is Day's latest song, which finds the singer crooning over lively production from frequent collaborator D Mile. The Over artist also succeeded in securing Lil Durk, arguably his biggest guest feature to date, for a smooth verse about the lux- luxurious um ways he spoils a lover. The Weekend Out of Time. Obviously, Out of Time is not only a standout from Dawn FM for being a top weekend vocal performance, but also a deviation from the overwhelming pop, dance, and disco direction he leaned into on the album. Whether you want to call it Michael Jackson mimicry or genuine inspiration, Abel restores the feeling, bearing his soul over a Tomoko around midnight pretender sample. Lyrically, it's the in-depth, emotional, and closet to R&B offering that long-standing Weekend fans would want from the LP, admitting to not only mistreating a lover but all of the important people in his life. This is a hidden under bright instruments and nostalgia inducing sense, further displaying the Toronto Stars' often unappreciated range. So Rent Money, of course, Mary J. Blige featuring Dave East. Um, Walk Through Fire, Blue featuring Neo. Jealousy, FKA Twigs featuring Rima. No One Gets Me. Um, um, Johan Lennox. Rapture in Blue, Cautious Clay. Brown Eyes and Backwoods, Tom the Mailman. Softly Remix, Amber Mark featuring Popcorn. And of course, Six Lack Rent Free. Poison, of course, Aaliyah featuring The Weeknd. Plentiful, Alicia Keys featuring Pusha T. Midnight River, Pink Sweats featuring Six Lack Mercedes, Brent Fayez. Drones, Terrence Martin featuring Kendrick Lamar, James Fauntleroy, Ty Dolla $ign, and Snoop Dogg. And of course, for tonight, Giveon, In the Dark, Sway Lee featuring Janae Aiko, Just for Me, Pink Pantheress, You Want My Love, Earth, Wind, and Fire featuring Lucky Day. Interesting take. Nah, interesting take though. Yeah. Um, Tink featuring Young Blue, Selfish, Tragic, Jasmine Sullivan, Bouncing, Tinashe, Along with You, Alina Boraz, Call It Quits, Kirk Knight, Wasting Time, Brent Fayez featuring Drake, Been Through That, Majid Jordan, Motorbike, Leon Bridges, Dennis Rodman. Wait, what? Oh, that's the name of the song. Um, MKXYZ. I like that. T Pain and Kalani. And we're gonna go to, if I have time, we're gonna go to the hip hop songs of 2022. If I have time, I'll be able to get to it. Okay, best hip hop songs. Hold on a second. Yeah, hip hop songs. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Um, the albums, I'll probably get to that probably next time. So you know what I'm saying. Um, so so the best hip hop songs of 2022 so far. The world continues to shift at a rapid pace with so many major global events happening that it's hard to know exactly how think about time. The only thing that's been consistent throughout the past few years has been the good music dropping that we're able to use as timestamps. So far in 2022, fans have received music from up and coming staples of rap to bona fide legends. Hip Hop DX has rounded up the hottest tracks and some songs that deserve some love. In April, fans were blessed with a dynamic J. Cole verse alongside Hip Hop DX Rising Star Bia, a meeting of the minds between Polo G and Red Hot PGF Nuck and Cardi B, heading back to her roots on the new K Flock track. Of course, you can check back at the beginning of every month for updates and check out other lists and in our playlist below, which includes all the songs mentioned in this article and much more. So this is from a website. Hip Hop DX is what I'm using. So we're gonna get into it right now. So I'm just gonna go down the names. I'm not gonna read the bio. So, PGF Nut featuring Polo G. What Up remix. Shake It K Flock F featuring Cardi B, Dougie B, and Bori 300. God Hour, of course, ASAP Ant featuring ASAP Rocky. London, Beer featuring J. Cole. I saw the video of it. It looks dope. Vince Staples, Lemonade. Vader's, Rico Nasty, and B featuring BK Darula. Gas Station, Tia Corin. Can't Relax, Yeet. Blick Blick Coy Leray featuring Nicki Minaj. I actually heard the song on the radio a couple of times. It's pretty dope. Punch Bowl, Clips, and Nego. X-Wing, Denzel Curry. Sunshine, Lotto featuring Lil Wayne and Childish Gambino. Wi-Fi, The Baby, and Young Boy. Free the Shiners, 42 Doug and ESTG. Starlight, Dave, Whole Lotta, Mar Gray. Switching Sides, mid whatever. I'm not even gonna so it's like I'm not even gonna butcher this person's name, so let me just skip that. So this person's name is spelled MIDWX ST. I'm not gonna butcher this person's name, so I'm not gonna go there. So Diet Coke, Pusha T, God Don't Make Mistakes, Conway the Machine. That's true. Jack Hollow, Nail Tech, NG NGL, Glock 19. Don't Play That, King Von, and 21 Savage. Elon Musk, DDG F featuring Gunna. Shit him out or slit him out, whatever that means. Slit him out, whatever that means. Baby Tate. There's Bacon on Me, Gunna. Johnny P's Caddy, Benny the Butcher featuring J. Cole. Gunna featuring Drake, P Power. Surround Sound, Jid featuring Baby Tate and 21 Savage. I've already seen that video. It's pretty awesome. Gangster, Young Boy, Never Broke Again, featuring Quando Rondo. It's Yours, Part 2, The Cool Kids, and of course, Walking, Denzel Curry, Survivor's Guilt, Saba featuring G Herbal. $1 million worth of game, 2 Chains featuring 42 Doug. Burn, Juice World, late great Juice World actually. We Set the Trends, Jim Jones featuring the Migos. Tabula Rasa, Earl Sweatshirt featuring Amon Hammer. Wave Gods, Nas featuring ASAP Rocky. Blessings, Cousin Stitz. Earl Sweatshirt again, 2010. Kanye West featuring Andre 3000, Life of the Party. Black Illuminati featuring Freddie Gibbs featuring Jadakiss. Murder Music, Snoop Dogg featuring Benny the Butcher, Jadakiss, and Busta Rhymes. Who Wants Smoke remix, Nardo Wick featuring 21 Savage, Little Durk, and G Earl. Miracle Baby, Alchemist featuring Mavi. Faces, Young Thug. Silly, Achilles, Tissa Korean. Long Night in Kings. No, excuse me. Long Night in Knightsbridge. Hattie 1. Barcade Atmosphere featuring MF Doom and ASAP Rock. Mac Miller. Yeah. Hold on a second. I don't know why this is acting up. Okay, Mac Miller, yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, Mac Miller, yeah. Wait, where is this? At 2:39. Okay. Mac Miller, yeah. Hold on. Mac Miller, yeah. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss anything. Okay, Mac Miller. Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah, Matt Miller. Yeah, Range Brothers, Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar. Intro, Hate on Me, Meek Mill. WYD, Tony Seltzer featuring Mavi. Off the Grid, Kanye West featuring Playboy Cardi and Fabio Foreign. Family Ties, Baby Keem and featuring Kendrick Lamar. Corvette, RX Poppy. Nas, Nobody featuring Lauren Hill. Audible, Ramble featuring BA. My Life, J. Cole featuring 21 Savage and Moray. A Whole Lot of Money, BF featuring Nicki Minaj. What's Your Name, Tyler the Creator featuring Youngboy Never Broke Again and Ty Dolla Sign. Um, Seeing Green, Nicki Minaj featuring Drake and Lil Wayne. No More Parties, remix Coy Leray and Lil Durk. And let me see. Oh, okay, listen. I am going to do one more thing, and this has to do with a. Hold on a second. This has to do with a roller skating rink. If I could find that story, if I could find that story actually, because I hold on a second. Um, yeah. Um. Okay. Okay. Roller skating rink. Roller skating rink. Boogie Nights roller skating rink. Okay, hold on. Boogie Nights roller skating rink. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hold on a minute. I know I saw this in an article. I forget which website. It's a website. I forget which one, but anyway. Um. Wait. Wait a minute here. Okay. Now, of course, obviously, I didn't get a chance to cover this in April, but it's better if I actually bring this up. So this is Boogie Nights. Midtown is swapping out its blades for wheels this weekend as the Rockefeller Center ice skating rink temporarily transforms into a roller disco for the first time in 30 years. The last time you could roller skate at the iconic Laurel Plaza in front of 30 Rock was back in 1940, but this time the vibes are solidly disco. Beginning to get today and continuing through October, skaters of all skill levels are invited to roll on down to the rink at Rockefeller Center Plaza 7 days a week and till midnight on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Free day lockers are available. Bags are not permitted on the rink. The tickets for 1 hour skate sessions cost $20. Wait, $20. Let me get that. Let me get that. Yes, $20 for adults who bring their own skates and $30 who need to rent. Tickets for children under $15 with skates cost $12 or $22 for those without. All right, cool. The seasonal skate spots, flippers, roller, boogie palace will offer not just a space to glide, but also has a host of live music performances and DJs lined up to perform at the open air venue, which is styled in the vein of its beloved, if short lived, namesake. Um, all right. So let's see. Um, yeah. Hold on a second. The original Flippers had a gold dome operated from 1979 to 1981 in Los Angeles and was Studio 54 on wheels, according to Charlie's Angels actress Jacqueline Smith. Our original rink was the stuff of Los Angeles legend. For 3 glittering years, an entire generation of eccentrics, outsiders, punk rockers, and disco queens came together to experience a unique kind of freedom on roller skates. Flipper's website says. Cut to 2022, the legendary roller rink is back, opening our doors at Rockefeller Center. Liberty Ross, the model daughter of Flipper's founder Ian Flipper Ross, leaned heavily on 70s nostalgia in designing her new homage to her father's venue. Um, uh, Nothing is like getting on the rink su- at such an iconic and special place at like Rockefeller Center, letting the wind blow through your hair and feeling truly free. It's a relief to put down your phone these days and be present, which is how we came up with our mantra, less scroll, more roll, Liberty told the Post. A year ago, this place was a ghost town. She added to Vogue. Speaking of the landmark plaza during the slamdemic, it feels amazing to bring this joy to the city. Of course, the rink is located at Rockefeller Plaza, excuse me, between 50th and 49th Streets in Manhattan. It is open Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Thursday and Friday, 10 a.m. to midnight. Saturday, 8 a.m. to midnight, and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. For everybody in New York that's looking for something fun to do, Rockefeller Plaza. The rink at Rockefeller Plaza is your friend. So check that out. Of course, you're gonna have a blast. And of course, you're gonna be able to have some fun memories on the roller skating ring with roller skates. You thought that Cascade in Atlanta, Georgia is the only place where they have roller skating where they have a roller skating rink? Guess what? New York could do that too. So check that out for everybody in the five boroughs and Long Island, aka Strong Island, upstate New York, and of course the tri-state area who want to check that place out. Of course, you could go check that out. All right, and I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I ain't mean to make it this long, but I managed to get through this though, man. So listen, if you like what you heard in today's episode, as far as mental health check-in, and as far as like where you could, as far as the funniest, weirdest drinks and stuff, and of course the fun place to actually have some fun at the rink, which is Rockefeller Plaza. Um, Feel free to make a charitable donation by showing some love. Doesn't matter what the amount of money is. It's not about breaking the bank. It's all about doing the best you can on what you can do as far as like um whatever amount you are comfortable with will be appreciated. So there you go, right there. Um Also, um I'd like to turn my attention to a last segment that I am going to do. The I'm definitely not going to do um I'm definitely not going to do the podcast free game mechanisms today. So I'll do that next time. So let's get into stream choices on the go.
Of course, make sure you share, um, follow the podcast on Facebook and Instagram, Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast, alongside with my other shows, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, the Sports Edition Show, and of course Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast on the gram as well. And you can follow me on the gram as well in my primary handle, which is G Money Stacks. Of course, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. So, um, I am going to put the social media handles in the scrolling banner right here. So in case you don't know, so there you go right there. Um all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the audio streaming platforms where you can listen to the episodes, and and of course, if you have any questions, you can leave a voice message on anchor.fm on the podcast page on there where you see the word message. You click the link in the bio where it says linktree / G Money Stacks 555 on there. You're going to see the name of the show. You click on there and you're going to see the word message. You leave your voice message on questions, your thoughts on the topics, whatever it may be, man. But no hate statements, man. Please, no hate statements, man. Please, seriously, man. I take my shit very seriously. But anyway, man, I digress on that shit though, man. So you can listen to the New York podcast episodes on Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Play FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podo Polo, Podorama Podcast, Index Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcast, Radio Public. Um, don't forget to listen to the the don't forget to listen to Off the Meat Rat Chains New York podcast on iHeartRadio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcast. Alongside with my other shows, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, Sports Edition Show, and Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast is also on iHeartRadio as well. And don't forget to leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify. And last but not least, the YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button. Tap that naughty bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and the topics that's being discussed. Download these episodes. All right, download these episodes. Very important for growth. And of course, share the episodes, share the videos, tell a friend to another friend, and of course, share this podcast with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, and of course, friends and people you cool with at work or whatever. Um, you just spread the word to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course, don't forget to share the link that says Linktree / G Money Stacks 555 to everybody. All right. And it has the list of audio streaming platforms on there that I just mentioned, including YouTube. So there you go, right there. And I'm G Money Stacks. That's gonna do it for me. Thank you very much for tuning in and rocking with me in episode 145. I do apologize for not having any guests on here. Obviously, they couldn't make it, but that's all right. Hopefully, in a future episode, we'll figure something out as far as time zone differences and all that other shit. So yeah. Remember, the grind does not stop. Hard work pays off. Don't rush the process, and of course, follow your dreams, and don't let anybody stop you from doing something that makes you happy and what makes you smile. Whether it's through podcasting, whether it's whatever career field you desire and have the passion for. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, for the most part, for people who want to create a podcast, of course, I encourage you to start with anchor.fm, which is what I use. And of course, with all the creation tools that's there, music intros, outros, and all that good stuff. And it allows you to edit as well. So there you go, right there. Um, um, you need to worry about pleasing yourself. Don't worry about the fucking haters, okay? It's all about you and what matters to you mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So I'm off this shit. Thank you very much for listening. Peace and one love, and enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day weekend. To all the mothers out there, and um to those that's all over the world, USA, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, the five boroughs. Um, I hope you enjoy yourselves and Mother's Day as well. And of course, by the way, one more thing I need to get off my chest before I go, man. As I looked on Anchor, we had reached over 2K plays. I repeat, 2K plays on Anchor. How you like them apples? That is not going in circles, man. That's called fucking progress, man. You know what I'm saying? And a little round of applause for this shit too, man. I thank you. I appreciate every single one of you who actually tune into every episode, including this one. I'll see you next time in the next episode for more new topics, um, new segments, and stuff like that. Make sure you listen, stream, watch the episodes, download these episodes, share these episodes, and of course, everything else is all good. So spread the word. Um, you know the jizz, man. Peace and one love, and I'll see you next time in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day weekend, and I'm out of here. Have yourselves a good night, folks.